Before I begin, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel for more real-life stories about love, betrayal, and heartbreak, and please share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know how you would have reacted in my place. It started like any ordinary Friday night. Layla and I had reservations at a new rooftop restaurant downtown. The city lights shimmered below as we climbed the stairs, the faint hum of traffic mixing with the soft music in the background. I thought we were reconnecting after a busy week. I had no idea that night would change everything. We were halfway through our appetizers when she leaned back in her chair, took a deep breath, and said, loud enough for the small crowd around us to hear, "I think we should break up." The words hit me like a thunderclap. My fork froze midair. My mouth went dry. 1,000 thoughts collided at once. Confusion, disbelief, anger, heartbreak. How could she announce this here? Like some public spectacle, as if our life together was entertainment for strangers. I felt my heart pounding, but somehow a strange calmness settled over me. I took a deep breath, letting the shock wash over me. I looked at her, not with rage, not with pleading, but with clarity, and said quietly, "If that's how you feel, I understand." The room fell silent. The waitress paused mid-step, glasses clinked softly on a nearby table, and even the music seemed to fade. Layla's eyes widened, a flicker of panic crossing her face. My calm reply had done something she clearly hadn't expected. But before I could process the silence, my mind went back days, maybe weeks, earlier. The small signs I had ignored, the missed calls, the vague excuses, the way she'd suddenly become protective of her phone, flashed through my mind. I remembered thinking, maybe I'm imagining it, maybe I'm overthinking. But now, in hindsight, they weren't subtle, they were warnings. I remember the text I had accidentally glimpsed one night while she left her phone on the couch. Cryptic, flirty messages from someone named Sharaz. At the time, I told myself I was paranoid. Maybe they were colleagues. Maybe it was nothing. But tonight, her public announcement and her nervous shifting in the chair told me everything I had feared. The meal continued, though the taste of food had vanished. Every bite was dry, every sip tasteless. I realized that the woman I loved, the one I had shared dreams, fears, and plans with, had already emotionally left me. Her words weren't just about a breakup. They were about betrayal, about the invisible wedge that had grown between us without me fully realizing it. I thought about all the little moments that now stung. The way she laughed at someone else's jokes a little too much, the time she claimed to be working late, but came home with perfume that wasn't mine, the countless evenings when I thought we were connecting and she was somewhere else, elsewhere. Every memory now had cracks. Every smile, every touch, felt like it had been borrowed from a version of our life that never really existed. After a few minutes of stunned silence, I finally asked, quietly, "Has someone else?" She looked down, fidgeting with her napkin. "Wasim, yes. I didn't mean for it to happen like this. I didn't mean to hurt you. But I've fallen for someone else." I nodded slowly, more to myself than to her. Anger surged briefly, then ebbed. Tears threatened to fall, but I held them back. I realized in that moment that this wasn't about proving who was right or wrong. It was about facing a truth that hurt too much to ignore. "I see," I said, calm but resolute. "Thank you for being honest, even if it's painful." My voice was steady. I wasn't cold. I was just done letting her choices dictate my emotional state. She tried to reach for my hand. "Wasim, please. I don't want to lose our friendship." I pulled back gently. Some things don't survive betrayal. We'll need time, but I won't let anger or regret define me. You made your choice, and I'll make mine. Walking out of that restaurant later, the city lights blurred as tears slipped down my cheeks. I felt hollow, yet strangely free. The heartbreak was real, the betrayal undeniable, but for the first time in weeks, I felt clarity. I could grieve without rage. I could remember the love without clinging to illusions. In the days and weeks that followed, I rebuilt my world around myself. I revisited old passions, reconnected with friends I had neglected, and learned that self-respect isn't given, it's reclaimed. The pain never fully vanished, but it transformed into understanding, into wisdom, into quiet strength. Sometimes I catch myself recalling that dinner, her words echoing in the background, the silence that followed my calm reply. And I realize heartbreak can humiliate, betray, and devastate, but it can also teach dignity, patience, and the courage to walk away without losing yourself. If you've ever been blindsided by betrayal, if someone you love shattered your trust in the most public way possible, know this. Your feelings are valid, your pain is real, but your life is yours to reclaim. You can survive heartbreak, and you can thrive beyond it.